Which Black Clover character am I? To tell you the truth, I can't really think specifically off the top of my head which character I relate to the most, so this is going to be interesting to see what character this quiz assigns to me. So, with that said, the first question, what's my favorite anime? So out of these four, I've seen two of them, and they are By the Grace of the Gods and A Millionaire Detective Balance Unlimited. I haven't seen The Daily Life of the Immortal King yet, and neither have I watched Spy X Family as of yet. I've been waiting for Spy X Family to complete before I give the go-ahead, but I heard it's pretty good. But of the two that I did watch, By the Grace of the Gods and A Millionaire Detective, based on which one I want to rewatch again, it was actually quite a tough one. I think I would rewatch By the Grace of the Gods again. I don't mind a chill, cozy isekai, and By the Grace of the Gods, well, that delivers on that regard. So for this question here, what's my favorite anime? I'm going to choose By the Grace of the Gods. So the next question is, how about my favorite food? Ramen's great. I do like ramen. I do like fried chicken as well from KFC, and it's not often I have soup. Then again, I don't really have soup in general. And pizza, can never go wrong with pizza either. But between the three that I do eat on the reg, I'm going to go with pizza for this one. There's a lot you can do with pizza. Yeah, I think that's a safe choice here, so I'll go with pizza for this question here. Now, as for my favorite color, so we have green, blue, red, and I love all colors. So yeah, pretty much screw everyone else who has a favorite color that's not listed on the multiple choice question here. I'm assuming this Rhea here is supposed to be red. But yeah, I want to say I don't really have a favorite color these days. Normally wear like black, white, or grey, but based on the fact that when I was young, I had a choice between a red lightsaber and a blue lightsaber. And for some weird reason, I end up choosing the red lightsaber despite the blue one being there. And I think my favorite Gen 1 starter is either between Blastoise or Charizard, but I did choose Charizard first. So, in accordance to Destiny, I'm gonna have to choose red in this case. So, red it will be my favorite color for this question here. Now, what kinds of books do I like? I'm just taking a glance at my bookshelf above me right now, and it seems like I have a bunch of horror, romance, and science fiction books as well. But if I had to choose one kind of book to select from this question here, I think I'm gonna have to go with science fiction. Because the book that I read recently is Spider-Man Fake Red, which is like a Spider-Man manga about a high school kid who, despite not having any powers whatsoever, finds a Spider-Man suit with its web cartridges, and he tries to be Spider-Man despite not having the spider sense, the super strength, the healing, and all that. It's actually quite the intriguing read as well. I quite enjoyed it. In accordance to the genres we have here, I think that leans more into science fiction, so I'm gonna have to choose science fiction for this question here. Perfect. So the next question is my favorite activity. Oh, they're not really giving us a lot of options here. So we have taking a nap, shopping, gardening, and hanging out with friends. So yeah, screw playing music, skateboarding, and making YouTube videos. I guess of the four, I think the one that I do the most out of these four here, between taking a nap, shopping, gardening, and hanging out with friends, it might be shopping, because I do enjoy buying snacks after work. So I'm gonna have to go with shopping for this one here. So for the next question is, what kind of food do I like? Korean and Japanese food I don't have often, and Italian food is every once in a while. The type of food here that I have most often, or the style of food, is probably the American food, I think. Especially with all the fast food, so we're gonna have to go with that one, out of pure familiarity bias. So the next question is, where would I dine out? So a fancy restaurant, I can't recall actually ever going to a fancy restaurant, and even if it was a choice, I probably wouldn't even go there. I have KFC for every lunch break that I have a double shift on at work. Burger King, we don't have a Burger King in our town, so it's always out of town that we get a Burger King. Which I actually really enjoy Burger King in that regard. It's just a shame that we don't have a Burger King in our town. And then Wendy's, I don't think I've ever had a Wendy's, I don't think. So we can disregard that one. So honestly, it's between KFC and Burger King, but we're going to go by rarity here. So we're going to go with a Burger King for this question here on where would I dine out. There you go, easy. So next question is, which anime world would I love to visit? Now, who in the right mind would choose Attack on Titan for a world they would visit? Because no shot, no. After the horrors in that show, I don't think I would ever want to live in that world. So it's going to have to be between one of the shonen ones here, so One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, or Naruto. I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z myself. I'm only familiar with it in terms of all the power scaling discussions and whatnot, or the death battles between Goku and Superman. One Piece I did watch, and Naruto I did watch. Between the two though, I think I would go with One Piece. Because it feels like if you're just a random person in the world of One Piece, it'll be easier to live a more peaceful life compared to the world of Naruto. What I remember in Naruto, it's all like a bunch of wars, right? Compared to One Piece, it's all relatively peaceful, all things considered, as long as you're not in the hotspots for all the dramas or the wars going on. Because you're not going to be dragged into war anytime soon if you're just living your life out One Piece. So I might go with One Piece, I think, in an anime world I would love to visit. So One Piece it is. Perfect. So the next question is what my favorite subject is at school. So we have maths, physics, biology, and English. So maths, I'm not really keen on. Not something that I would want to put my time into and learn. English, as much as I do want to get better at English in order to write stories, I don't think it was my favorite subject at school. If anything, I don't think any of these were my favorite subjects at school now that I'm looking at it. But based on my interests now, I do like the idea of physics because I see a lot of those equations and discussions in various who would win conversations between various characters, and that involves a ton of physics. And biology is actually quite interesting too, especially reading up on all the little fun facts from all the animals in the world, like the mantis shrimp being able to cause a vacuum when it strikes in the ocean. So yeah, between physics and biology though, I think I would lean it into biology more, based on what I like nowadays, I think. So yeah, we might go with biology. That sounds like a fun one. Perfect. And the next question is, what kind of superpower would I love to have? Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a tough one, because they're all pretty cool to have. Mind control, maybe I wouldn't have mind control. That feels like living a story in easy mode. Shapeshifting is really interesting actually, because there's like a whole load of different ways to like scale it in terms of power or how you want the story to go. Like, it could be like a Ben 10 level in scaling where you can transform into like literally anything, whether it's real life animals or maybe even fictional animals as well. Telekinesis, that just gives me Mob Psycho 100 vibes, and Mewtwo as well, so that's also pretty fun to have. And flight, I have been watching Invincible recently, so that sounds like a fun one as well. But of the superpowers we have here, I think I'd choose shapeshifting. I think there's a lot you can do with it, and it can be as strong as you want it to be based on how creative you are. So I might go with shapeshifting for this one here. Perfect. So that's all the questions done. I guess next is just to view the results. Honestly, based on my answers, I can't formulate what kind of character I would wind up being in terms of all the Black Clover characters out there, but I guess we'll see. It'll be a pleasant surprise, and we'll see if I agree with it or not. Here goes. Wait, that's not even a character, that's just a trait. You are a fearless leader. You may have a sharp tongue, but your strength and caring nature shine through. As fearless leader, you command respect and inspire those around you. Embrace your bold spirit. Oh wait, there it is. Oh wait, so I got Yami. I got Yami Sukahiro. So fearless leader, I got Yami Sukihiro. Strong and caring, what's your result? Well, if that's what this quiz says I am, then who am I to argue? But I definitely don't feel like a Yami Sukihiro. I do not have his break all your limits mindset or whatever, or even a leader at all. Tell you what, I'm gonna go try find another Black Clover quiz and see if we get Yami again, or we might get someone different. Be right back. Okay, so we found another one on the idyllic website here, so we'll see where this quiz takes us. Let's see if we get Yami again. If we do get Yami again in this quiz, then I won't argue, and I'll just assume that my Black Clover character, or the Black Clover character that I am, is a Yami. So, discover which character from the magical world of Black Clover best represents you. Answer 12 questions to learn whether you're like Asta, Yuno, Noelle, or another beloved character. So, which magical ability would I prefer to have? Oh, here we go. Well, to be fair, most of this is going to be like, if I choose that answer, I'll probably wind up with this character, but we'll just answer as naturally as we can without any foreknowledge of the characters we might end up getting. Because if I choose anti-magic here, then no doubt I'll get Asta later down the line. But guess we'll see how it goes. But of these options here, we have anti-magic, dark magic, water magic, and wind magic. And to tell you the truth, I think I would just go with anti-magic, just because it's a bit unorthodox. And I do like unorthodox strategies at play. So we might go with anti-magic for this one here. There you go. Now, next question is, how do I view teamwork? So, for the first option, I thrive on teamwork. I don't think that's really me, I don't think. Because you don't really have to work as a team to succeed, so I might not choose that one there. I lead others effectively but count on their strengths. I'm not a leader, so I can't choose that one. Well, I don't see myself in a leader-like position. Next one here is, I usually work behind the scenes but support the team strongly. Okay, that feels more like me, that one there, but we'll go to the next one. I prefer working solo, but I can team up when necessary. Yeah, I think I lean more towards the third option here. I usually work behind the scenes, but support the team strongly. Yeah, because I think that's pretty much aligns with what I do for work as well, so I'm going to choose that one there. So for the third question is, what is my primary motivation? So for the first one, I'm not really all about the justice or righting the wrongs in the world personally. I let other people do that job, so I probably wouldn't be choosing that one anytime soon. The next one is to explore and understand the limits of my abilities. To be fair, that is something that I do, I guess. I do a lot of skateboarding and play the harmonica and this YouTube stuff too, so if anything, I'm already exploring a whole bunch of potential abilities out there already, so that kind of aligns. To protect and support those I care about, yeah, I can see that too. The next one is to become the strongest and prove my worth. Yeah, that's not me, I don't think. So it's between 2 and 3 here, so I might choose the first one though, because I think that's aligns with what I actually do. So we'll go with that one. To explore and understand the limits of my abilities. The next question is, how do you react under pressure? So we have, I get excited by the challenge and perform at my best. I rely on my instincts and quick thinking. I remain calm, composed, thinking methodically. Yeah, I think that, I'm not even going to read the next one because I think this pretty much sums up my way of thinking under pressure. Yeah, I push through with sheer determination, willpower. Yeah, that's not me. And I think I'm the third one here. I'm the third one. Yeah, I don't have any instincts or quick thinking. I don't really get excited by the challenge and perform at my best. I prefer just take it slow, stay calm and composed, and think methodically. So we'll choose that one. So the next question is, which of the following best describes your leadership style? If I do have a leadership style. So we have direct and firm, nah, not really. Inspirational, supportive, calm and strategic. I suppose that I suppose that like ties in with my previous one, so if anything, we're leaning towards this answer here. But next option we have is unconventional and creative, which I do like unorthodox methods, but it's not like I really utilize them anyways. So I might go with calm and strategic for this one in terms of leadership style, but I'm not really a leader in the first place, but we'll choose it anyways. Perfect, so the next question is, which quality do you value the most in a friend or a teammate? Okay, I'm not going to look at any of the options right now. I can't even see them, but from the top of my head, I would choose loyalty, I think. Oh, yeah, would you look at that? That loyalty and support is right there. Yeah. So we have the other options we do have is strength and determination, wisdom and guidance, and kindness and understanding. I think kindness and understanding would have been secondary for me, I think, but I'll go with loyalty and support as considering that's the one I thought of in my head before I even looked at the options. So we're going to go with this option here for question number 6. So the next question is, how do you handle conflicts? Okay, I'm not gonna look at the answers again, but I'm gonna say no be there. We have that kind of answer here. No, we don't. If anything, I'm more like the third one because I work because of my work, and we get a lot of this kind of practice there anyway. So I'm gonna go with the third option. I remain calm and try to resolve it through dialogue. So the next question is, what's your approach to personal growth and improvement? If anything, the two that I relate to the most is experimenting with new techniques and strategies, as well as constant hard work and training. I think the one that speaks to me the most is probably experimenting with new techniques and strategies. If I put in constant hard work and training, I'm pretty sure I would achieve a bunch of the skateboard tricks that I dream of by now, but I spend more time just experimenting with other tricks to see what clicks, or see which trick potentially clicks with me as an easy win. So I might go with experimenting with new techniques and strategies for this question here. So the next question is, what role do challenges and adversity play in your life? I think the option that I relate to the most is probably between these two. The first two, so they are tests to overcome with skill and strategy, or they are opportunities to grow stronger. If anything, they go hand in hand, especially when it comes down to skateboarding, which skateboarding is like a test to overcome with skill and strategy, whether it's a difficult trick or an annoying trick. And it's also an opportunity to grow stronger as well, because once you learn the trick, the whole world starts to open up a little bit more. So it's kind of difficult to choose between the two, but if I had to choose just one, I want to go with the second one. I think I'll go with the second one. They are opportunities to grow stronger, so we'll go with that one. The next question is, which phrase resonates with you the most? Hard work bridges the gap. Dreams are worth pursuing. Unity in diversity. Strength through adversity. Okay, first of all, I have no dreams, so dreams are worth pursuing. We can cross that off. Unity and diversity. Yeah, okay, I can accept that, I guess. Strength through adversity. Yeah, cool, yeah. But I think the one that I relate to the most is probably hard work bridges the gap, I want to say. I don't really have a specific reason or explanation other than skateboarding and playing the harmonica is a lot of hard work, and anything, I suppose it closed the gap ever so slightly. I don't know, I just do it for fun, but yeah, I guess we'll go with that one. Hard work bridges the gap. Perfect. So the next question is, what do I do in my free time? So between these ones here, I'd say training or honing my skills, or creating art or other forms of expression. Training or honing my skills because, skateboarding and the harmonica. Then we have creating art or other forms of expression, which is, well, pretty much just the YouTube business stuff. But if anything, I think the things I do in my free time align more to the first one here, so training or honing my skills, more often than creating other forms of expression. So I think we'll go with this one. First one, training or honing my skills. Perfect. So the next question is, and the final one even, is which of the following best describes my personality? So we have quiet and supportive, confident and relaxed, calm and collected, determined and energetic. Okay, we can cross that one off because I don't think I am energetic. Calm and collected, that can stay for now. Confident and relaxed, I do not have confidence, so they can cross that right off. Now we have is quiet and supportive. So it's going to be a battle between the first and the third option, quiet and supportive and calm and collected. I think I'll lean more into quiet and supportive, so we'll select that one for this one here instead of calm and collected. Perfect, so that's all the questions with answers selected. I suppose we'll submit and pray I get Yami Sukihiro again, or maybe an entirely different character, and see if we agree or not. We have Asta. Would you look at that? So we are Asta. Strong-willed, determined, and relentless. You don't let your lack of talent hold you back. Instead, you rely on your hard work and sheer resolve to overcome any challenge. You're a great team player and inspire others with your unwavering spirit. I suppose Yami and Asta do go hand in hand, don't they? Especially when one's the Magic Knight captain and the other is the almost right-hand man, almost. Yeah, I think I can go with that. I accept the final outcome. Not bad if I say so myself. It was quite intriguing to see what character... before I started this, I had no idea which characters I would potentially align with, or which characters I relate to the most. So it's kinda intriguing to see it spelt out for me here. So we have Yami Sukihiro and Asta here. Yeah, it's a nice little journey in that regard. But yeah, that was a whole lot of fun, I think. It's quite intriguing just to pick my brains for a bit to determine what answers I would honestly choose based on the questions that we have here. And the results was quite unexpected or expected. I don't know. Can't say I can argue with it anyways if that's what both these quizzes deem for me. Well, in any case, if you guys enjoyed this video here, be sure to hit like and subscribe as per usual, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you also want to give these quizzes a try too, I'll also post links down in the description below. In any case, see you guys later. Bye for now.